Hello, and welcome to Survivors with a Purpose. I'm your host, Monica, and today I have a special co host, Chanel.
Hi, y'all.
Yes, you guys. So, I'm going to start today's show off with reminding people of what Survivors with a Purpose stands for. When I decided to do Survivors with a Purpose, it was more or less just to give a platform for people to share their stories of real life, because we all go through things in real life, and your situations may help the next person. Although you think that they may not, your story may help the next person get through their story, seek help, or help someone realize, hey, although I'm going through this, I can still do it. I can still succeed. Although I'm in this place, I can get to the next level. If I want to go back to school, I can go back to school. Y'all follow me? You get me? You get me, Chanel?
Yep, I sure do.
All right. So, with that being said, I would like you guys to go to our page, Survivors with a Purpose, hit the like button, follow us there. This one camera is getting ready to go, y'all. It's leaning. However, we're here. And also, you can follow us on IG at the Swap Radio Show. You can follow me, Monica WLS2 on Instagram. I don't know if Chanel want y'all all in her business. She be kind of private sometimes. I be, I really be catching all those, But since I'm on there, because I'm going based off of your post, and I say it all the time. Don't think you know me based on my posts, because I post a lot of random stuff, and it don't apply to my life.
Yes.
So I don't want you guys to be like, oh, well, I almost posted something today, but I said, you know what? My parents follow me. I just had a situation with, and I do call him a situation, with someone, and I didn't want that person or nobody to run back and tell that person that I posted something about him because it wasn't about him. So sometimes I do hesitate on what I post and how I post it. Okay, so I don't want any trouble. I just sometimes I hashtag repost, or sometimes I just let it be. But I don't want no drama. You have no sound where? Can anyone else hear? I'm sorry, you guys. Just one person said no sounds. I just want to make sure everyone can hear. They're saying they can't hear anything. So, for my YouTube followers, what I do is I oh wait a minute. What I do is I'm still going to share. I'll go live on Facebook, Instagram as well. So I don't know why no one is hearing us. I'm going to try to repair this issue while I still talk to you guys, everyone else that's still tuned in. However, we're going to talk about some current events before we get to the main topic of today's show, which is mental health, the flip side. Being that, unfortunately, my co-host is unavailable to be here today, so the two of us, we are both parents of now adult children who suffer from mental illness, so we'll be speaking on that later in the show. However, the current event that we're going to speak about is a 90-year-old former Maryland private school principal who's suspected of raping students in the 1960s. I'm going to say it again. A 90-year-old former Maryland private school principal suspected of raping students in the 60s. So he's 90 years old, and these ladies are
some maybe 70, 80. No. 60s maybe.
Maybe here's my question. Here's my question, though. Here's my question. I thought I finished it. So can you guys hear me or no? I don't know. I don't know. So
The two.
it looks like I hit one live again. However, I want to know the age. Like, if how old are you now? Should this man be in jail at 90? Not many people live this long anyway. I think he should have some consequences, but I'm not sure if at 90 he should be arrested.
I think.
What do you think?
I think jail at this point. No, not really jail, but I do think that he should suffer some type of consequences, because think about it. These women, some of these women, have been carrying this with them for a long time.
Right.
And think about also the women who may have haven't made it, couldn't deal with it. Some of them may have taken their life, or anything. So I do think that he should definitely have some repercussions. Jail, I don't think. He's 90 years old. Jail, he probably wouldn't last that long.
I'm listening. A lot of people.
But I do think that something should happen.
A lot of people at his age already have Alzheimer's. It's already set in.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of health condition is he in? I don't want to sound like I have sympathy for him, but I'm just saying, how do you do that now?
I guess.
Can you hear me?
I guess it would maybe depend on his health. I mean, because if he's not in the best of health, putting him in jail, that's certainly not going to get these women any.
No, I don't see them having any comfort in knowing that this man is behind bars. At this point,
Yeah.
I don't think so, because he's so far up there in his age, unless they just want him to die in prison, because he will. As old as he is, he will.
He may
I don't
not
know.
even make it.
Today we'll entertain you guys' comments. So if you're just tuning in, we're talking about the 90-year-old former Maryland private school principal who's suspected of raping students in the 60s. And we're now in 2018.
Right.
So my question really is, what type of punishment should he have if he's 90 years old? More than likely his health is not 100. So him being in jail, how much, I don't understand.
I mean, I'm a taxpayer, like yourself, and a lot of people who's watching, and I don't want to pay for a 90-year-old in jail that's going to die anyway. That's a waste of my money, when it could be going to a school. It could be going to a program for mental health, or anything else our money can go to besides
paying for him to
sit in jail. With all sympathy.
Well, hey, listen. Miss Denitra made a very valid point. She just said if Bill went to jail, he gotta go. So, sorry, sir.
Yes.
Jail you will be.
I agree. That comment, I definitely agree.
Yeah, so, now listen, people. It seems as if everybody, I don't know, because I haven't been through it. I have my own situation that I've been through, but I haven't been through this type of thing. So it's like, I'm noticing a lot of people are coming out, because although this 90-year-old is accused of those, how I want to say it, because I don't want to call the man old, I want to say everything nice and respectable. However, it was an ex-coach of Mercy High, another private school, Mercy High School. Okay? He's accused of having relationships with people. Started in the 9th grade, stopped in the 10th, started again and all that. Like, come on, man. But this man went on camera and said, no, I did not. Somebody's lying. I don't know why they're lying, but I've never had a relationship. So, this is very recent, though. So, I don't know what that was about. We'll read this comment from Miss Pat, my mother. He probably don't remember what he did. You will pay more to have him in jail. Okay, so my mother has this long comment. Bill went to jail because they wanted to prove a point. I love the next line. Why isn't Trump in jail? Does anyone have an answer? Do you have an answer?
I wish I did.
I want to know why Trump isn't in jail.
Yeah.
Some of you supporters of Trump, can you tell me why he's not in jail?
Yeah.
Because he needs to go for more than one reason.
Exactly. Let's
Okay.
start with his child first, his daughter.
Yeah, he is too. He
Because
doesn't.
I'm a firm
His relationship
believer.
with his daughter is too much.
I'm a firm believer that he has done something with his daughter. Period.
Is it his daughter? Is the question.
That too.
I just want a DNA test.
Listen. I'm a firm believer in Trump and his daughter. I've watched interviews. I've watched certain things with them on it together. And he shows his daughter, way more affection than what he shows his wife.
Ooh.
And I know that it's okay to hug your daughter and love your daughter.
Ooh.
And I get it.
I can't. It's diagonal.
He was not convicted of a crime.
Who was not convicted of a crime? You can speak out loud, sir. I don't like to do this. Who was not convicted of a crime? Trump?
Yeah.
Okay, these people are not convicted either. They're just charged. He needs to be charged with a crime.
Yeah.
Are you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm not. But what crime? You can't put him in jail.
Let's start with
Molestation. I
Child-
believe he's molesting
yes.
his daughter. That child that's not his.
Yes.
He didn't make that child. Him or that. He made that toupee, but he didn't make that child. I'm just saying. He will be here Wednesday. Oh, I'm not going to see him. Are you going? You going to the game? I'm not going to see that guy
At all.
That's your president, not mine. Okay. So the person behind the camera is trying to take our attention from the show with some mess with the Steelers. I was very cussed. But no, listen, you guys. Back to the seriousness of the topic. It is very serious because sexual abuse is very, very serious. I don't want to joke about molestation, but I think that Trump is doing something.
And believe it or not, that type of thing, sexual molestation, and they happen in the private schools. Like, I know people don't want to hear this, but it does. It's widestream in those types of schools. Believe it or not. Statistics show that. Of course, I read a lot of different articles about a lot of different things. So, but yeah, that happens a lot.
I don't know if I had any. Did we have any? We didn't have any fine teachers over there at the paper.
No,
We did not.
Not one.
We did not. We just had one that was real giddy. Mr.
Yeah.
Doty. He was,
Yes. Yes.
But he wasn't. You wouldn't sneak with that teacher.
At all.
We didn't have a teacher that we'd be like, "Ooh, he's nice looking."
No.
We didn't have that.
These teachers these days, though,
They young.
and they nice looking.
They young too. They our kids' ages.
Yes, nice pieces of eye candy, if I might say so myself. But I don't think that I would cross the line.
She said eye candy. I'm not looking. So, with that being said, then we have definitely covered that topic. I really don't think that they should put that. I think they should put the man in the hospital. Okay, I don't think he should be in jail. That's just my opinion. I don't know the circumstances of his health, but I think he should be in a hospital as opposed to jail. This other guy, who's charged he's a former coach from Mercy. Ooh. From Mercy High School, another private school. It says the family's attorney said they are not discussing the legal action. I'm sure you're not.
Of course.
However, this man, without a lawyer, without anybody, he just on the news like, look, I didn't do that. I'm not accepting that I didn't do it. The truth shall set somebody free. Okay? The truth shall, it's going to come to light. That's just the bottom line. If you did it, admit you did it. Get on with your life, whether it's behind bars or not. However, Don't keep denying it when you know you did it. I mean, if you didn't do it, there you go. Stand up. Stay strong. I'm praying for everybody. Because it took these women this long to come out. I hope they're not lying. I hope it's the truth. It took them a long time to get through counseling. If they did counseling, it took a long time to deal with it. Sometimes we as people, we keep things in. And we don't always say what it is and what's wrong. And then at one point you explode and everything comes out. I'm trying not to be that person. When it's something I don't like, I say it right then and there.
I have been that person.
I'm so sorry.
I have been that person. So I know how that feels to hold in a lot of things, and then it's like one thing happens and you're a ticking time bomb. Everything just explodes.
And you just go from 0 to 100.
I have been that person, but as I gotten older and learned how to deal with, certain situations, it just made me look at it like, oh, okay, I learned from that, I grew from that. So I knew how to deal with it better.
That's good. I don't go from 0 to 100, however, I will check you on spot. I will not wait. Listen, I don't care. All areas of my life, every area of my life. No lie, today a coworker called me over the radio like, you good? Okay, you make that seem like I was asleep on my post when you call over the radio like that. So I said, I'm good. I don't need a break. I watched you ride by. Okay, so you, because anybody listens to that radio, supervisors, the higher ups. So you're not going to make it seem like I was asleep. You may think it, like, oh, I didn't mean anything by that, but I straight sent her a message. Like, don't try to put me on the spot like that. Oh, no, I was just looking out for you. Yeah, but you could have sent me a message the same way I sent you one, not over the radio.
Right.
So, and it really wasn't like a, girl, you better. It wasn't like that. I just wanted her to know, like, don't do that. Because to them, it'll be like,
oh, yeah,
so what was you looking down? You was doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing. For her to say, you good. So, in every area of my life, I will put you on point. Like, don't do that to me. If we're dating, you put a kissy face on somebody's, hey, I don't like it. Fix that. Delete that.
No, so listen, the heart thing, like, I had a problem with the heart thing. Now, okay, if it's cousins or sisters or nieces and that, I'm all for the heart thing, but listen, don't put a heart face on anything that belongs to mine, unless it's me.
All right, y'all. She's speaking about her husband. Love. She don't play about that man.
Or the caption says love. Other than that, we don't do hearts. We just do the thumbs up. It's good enough for me.
I'm not playing with her.
Shout out to my baby, because I know you watching.
Look at her. She's talking about, yes, delete that. My goddaughter is going right with you. She hate that too. Listen.
Yes, no hearts.
I don't know. You gotta be careful when you checking women. I'ma be honest. When they post stuff like that, because you might get somebody like myself that'll be like, girl, bye, and leave it there. Or since I know that you're watching, I pull them every time. Just to agitate. I do. I'm gonna listen, y'all, the good Lord is still working on me. Okay? So things, I'm changing things. Things are getting better. However, if I want to put a hug or a kissy face, blow kisses, I mean, I respect the ones I know that are married, and I don't really comment on guys' stuff because I don't want them to think, oh, she want me. I don't really want them to think.
If I do, because I do have a lot of male friends that I grew up with, went to school with, whatever.
What school they go to? Because they didn't go to Paquin.
I'll like my middle school. Yeah, of course, Paquin. Yes, that's my school. But I would, but like I said, the thing to me that's appropriate is just the regular blue. Let you know I see you. It's cool.
That little ugly thumb. I use brown thumbs.
No kisses. Now my female friends, yes, I will heart all day because I love y'all. But
we love you bad.
That's it.
Okay, y'all. So we got a little sidetracked with that. However, My mother is bringing us right back to where we're supposed to be, because I'm going to read her comment. This is going to be the last comment that I read, because we need to get on to this more serious topic. She said, now, I don't remember this. I was too busy running them streets and, being a little girl, I was a little girl. She said, I remember in the 1990s, a police officer was accused falsely by his 13-year-old granddaughter of molestation. And because he did not do this, he went in the bathroom of the courthouse and killed himself. Then they learned he did not do it. So that killed him. That is so sad.
At what point, I just want to know, at what point did he feel like he didn't want to fight for his life rather than killing himself? Like, because in my mind, and it's just me, I would think if you did that to yourself, that was guilt somewhere, somehow, in some type of way. That's what I would think. And I'm just speaking because I have, I'm speaking on a more personal level because I also have a child who has been molested. I'll say this. Again, I feel like if you feel like you've done everything right and you're not guilty of this crime, you would fight for your life. I would fight for, listen, I didn't do this. I love my child, whatever. And my child was molested by a family member, somebody that was trusted. So again, at what point did he feel like, oh, this is just too much, I can't deal with this, it's a disgrace, I'm just gonna kill myself? You understand what I mean?
I really can't speak for him. However, I can just imagine being accused of doing something. Now, this does not, trust me, I'm not comparing it.
Okay.
However, my ex accused me of cheating numerous times. Listen to me. A guy could walk in here right now and say, good evening. And he'll say, oh, that's your little boyfriend. Just automatically. So at that point, it was like, dang, I should just go ahead and talk to somebody else. I should just go ahead and deal with somebody else. So it's to the point, like, you get tired of hearing it, And I felt like I couldn't defend myself against it. He's saying it, and he's going to believe what he want to believe, so I didn't know. So I'm guessing that this guy is feeling like, well, they have all of these things stacked against me. They don't have any DNA because, like she said, he was cleared. After he committed suicide, but he was cleared afterwards.
Right.
So during that time, it was just wearing him down. Like, that's the only thing I can come to. Like, it was stressing him out. It was wearing him down. Like, oh my gosh, I did not touch my granddaughter, but she's saying that I did. What can I do? And maybe he felt like it was nothing he could do.
No win.
So maybe he felt like the only way out was to, take his own life, which is
sad.
We never understand the people who want to commit suicide. We just never know. And see, look at that. That's not even a long case of mental illness.
Right.
It's just at that moment, it's like, I don't know what to do. What am I going to do? I'm going to go to jail.
Right.
They're going to send me to jail based on what she's saying.
Right.
You see, so
yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Anybody that's going through this, I send prayers up for you guys because I can't imagine.
Yeah.
And even committing suicide. And I've said it before on the show, I love myself too much to hurt me. To hurt me on purpose. Okay, so that means with physical harm, with me allowing a man to mistreat me, all of that. I love me too much to allow it. So that's why I do these stories, because I want to hear some things from other women, and like I really want someone who has been physically abused by a man to talk to me, because I really want to understand how you allow it.
Right.
Like, I had a situation that was so close to it, and it only take you to touch me or grab me, and I'm either going to load the clip. And listen, I'm either going to grab my clip, put it in the gun, or I'm just gonna tell you need to go.
I mean,
before it gets ugly in here. That's all
I've never been through that type of thing, so specifically, so I really can't speak on it. But what I can say is I do have friends that have been through that, and I have been there the whole way with them, and dealing with the abuse, physical, mentally, emotionally, like the whole 9 yards. And what I noticed is some women at first feel like they're at fault. They feel like they're the ones that's doing something wrong. Once they get past feeling that they're the issue and it's their fault, and once they get past that part, then it's more or less then it becomes sympathy for their significant other, because then it's like, okay, I know they begin to make excuses. Well, he's only doing this because he lost his job, or he's only doing this because they make excuses.
His life messing with me.
And I've actually seen it get to the point where it's though like a near death for the mom and the child. And it took that for the mom to just be like, you know what, I'm over it. But I watched her go through different steps again, like feeling like it was her. And I'm on the other end and I'm telling her it's not you. But I'm never one to tell a person to, leave your man or your woman, or I'm not that type of person. I like to remain optimistic. Optimistic. Okay. And I feel like if it's workable, work it out. I'm that kind of person. I'm not a judgmental kind of person, but I will tell you the real deal. Listen, this is what's going on. He gonna kill you and that baby. And I said it over and over again, and she didn't get it.
I will advise you, baby. Take you and your baby and leave that man.
Yeah, and I told her over and over again, and it took for her. This man actually poured alcohol, a bottle of alcohol, on her whole body, like threw it at her, while she was carrying the baby, and took a match and threw it on her.
Oh my gosh.
And burned 60% of her skin. And this is when
did the baby get burned?
The baby did not get hurt at all. She did. But this is that was what made her leave, though. Listen, the black eyes going to work with the sunglasses on wasn't enough for her. The broken nose, the broken rib, none of that was enough for her. So, I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. I guess certain situations, I feel like if you're not in that situation, you really don't know. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I have some people around me that been through it, but I haven't been through it.
Right.
So I really don't understand it. I just don't understand.
Yeah.
You have to hear from different women, and that's my thing. Like I want to hear from different women on why you stayed.
Right.
Right. And the ones that left, what made you leave? How did you gather that courage? Because somebody sitting behind one of these cameras, watching on YouTube now, you need the courage to leave, and you don't know where to find it. And that's why I want to use this platform to help you find the courage to leave.
Right.
No woman or man, because men get abused too,
yes,
deserve to be abused at all.
That's true.
At all.
That's true.
So, although today that wasn't the topic, we're having a conversation. That's normally what happens. It takes us many different routes. So, with that being said, coming up on the second half of Survivors with a Purpose, we'll definitely be talking about us. Mainly, Chanel is going to be talking to us. Okay? I have a few questions for her on her situation and how she deals with her adult child now. Okay? Dealing with, mental illness. We both have children who suffer from mental illness. So we're going to have a conversation about that. Some of you may have children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, cousins. You'll understand where we're coming from. And if you don't, you're going to learn a thing or two. We'll be right back.